Yeah, philosopher A.D. Jones. Yeah. I got a question for you. Who would win the battle? Puzzle Man or standardized test man? Puzzle Man will consist of an individual who uses his vision within his mind to picture things being solved, whether it's relationship, whether it's survival, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, or a tragedy. Puzzle Man. Puzzle Man's goal is to figure out how the pieces fit. In order to do that, Puzzle Man must be poised. He can't be too emotional. He can register the emotion, but he can't be too emotional. He has to find the right pieces, right? Even if he runs into some sharp teeth, some with blood on it, fangs, I might add, still have to be poised. How and why? How can we figure this out? And why can't this piece fit with that one? Oh, because it goes here. Eventually, he'll solve the problem or give up. But part of his existence on the planet is to solve these puzzles. Many individuals who have these missions to solve the world's puzzles, let's just say homelessness on the West Coast, that's a puzzle. And it might be a homeless person on Skid Row right now that is supposed to solve the problem. But instead of digging in to their puzzle man ability, the world has defeated them with the trials and tribulations that it needed to blast on their existence in order for them to develop the ability to be an efficient puzzle man. Too lazy to be puzzle man. Too carnal to be puzzle man. See, puzzle man have to have some intuition. Has to have, I feel like this is the right move. More of that versus logic. Speaking of logic, let's discuss standardized test man. What a segue. Now, standardized test man, he has everything in order. He knows the laws. I mean, the law of gravity. How long would it take this penny to hit the ground off the third floor of the correctional facility while speaking to an inmate about an incident? He would logically figure that out. Logically. How much time it took. How much did the penny weigh? What year was it? Was it 1940, 42, 44? Did it have the D on it? Was it a copper or a silver penny? Like, was it a rare mint? See, standardized test man will figure all of that out. And be precise, I might add. And solve the problem. Notice I said problem, not puzzle. See, standardized test man, they don't think in puzzles. They think in logic. Obviously, this equals this, so this has to equal this. And if we ran tests on this to make sure it equals this, then for sure we can use this across all platforms because we know now that equals that. Yeah, exactly. Standardized test, man. Now, in a crisis, let's just say a street robbery. If somebody told standardized test man to stick them up, what is the first thing standardized test man might do or say? Will it be fear? Or would standardized test man have already worked through this scenario based on the environment he worked, shopped, and frequented for recreation? What is the possibilities of this happening? Not just based on apps and information from the news. I mean, actual research. He would know, or she would know, how many certain individuals frequent in this area. I'll just say that. Every type of individual. How many people work there? What is the median income? What is the percentage of discretionary income versus the stores around? And do they have a pet park? The reason why standardized test man would know these things is because standardized test man would probably buy a house in this area that he's done all his research on. So he has interest in this area to flourish. So a standardized test man is being stuck up. He's looking, he's not from around here. So therefore, he doesn't care about the neighborhood. He doesn't care about how this is going to affect our great ratings for home buyers and school zones. So therefore, I'm going to give this less fortunate individual what he needs. I already have copies of everything in my wallet. Well, that's what he says, not me. So therefore, here you go, buddy. Here's cash. You don't need my ID. Here's cash. And a matter of fact, here, take this watch. It's just a Timex. Here you go. In-laws gave it to me. It's an excuse for it. They go, there you go, buddy. Okay, you good. You can go buy your drugs now. And to be honest with you, the guy doing the robbery will probably be thinking, man, I can't wait till I get back to the hood to tell him this. But acting tough. Give me that. Get out of here. Get out of here before I pop you. Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay. And dude run off laughing. Go around the corner, go in the bathroom, change clothes, walk right past dude again. We all look alike. That's what standardized test man has said in the past. So he would solve his problem by reporting it or not to make the crime rating go down. But he would resolve his issue through logic, police reports, court, and things of that nature, putting up posters and on the internet and reporting it to the app. But his problem would get solved because he's already factored in discretionary income from being robbed. So that was part of his budget anyway. So again, I'm going to ask you, in the end, who would win in this race of life? Who would have the most bliss? Who would have the most pain? Who would have the most intriguing times? And who would have the most detrimental? Whose children will flourish and whose will struggle? I'm asking. That means I'm expecting a response. Till next time, philosopher A.D. Jones, the God creator.